Hello, friends. Welcome back to Easy English Code. I'm Ben. Today, we are going to talk about small talk. Small talk is short, friendly conversations that we use every day. These are the kind of sentences you can use anywhere at work, in a shop, at the gym, or even with your neighbors. In this episode, I will teach you 75 small talk starters that you can use in real life. Each phrase comes with a short explanation, a real life example, and of course, you will have a chance to practice. Let's start learning how to speak naturally in English. The first topic is travel and tourism. When we travel, we meet many people at the airport, in hotels, or just walking in a new city. Using small talk makes your trip much smoother. I'm looking for the city center. This means you want to find the main area of the town where all the shops and monuments are. It's a very common question for travelers. You can say this to a local person on the street or at a tourist information desk when you are a bit lost. Now you repeat, I'm looking for the city center. Is this the right gate for London? You are confirming if you are in the correct place to catch your flight or train. It's better to ask and be sure than to wait at the wrong place. Use this at the airport or a large train station when you see staff members or other passengers. Now you repeat, is this the right gate for London? How long is the wait? You want to know how much time you need to stay in a line before it's your turn. It helps you manage your time during your trip. You can say this at a museum entrance, a busy restaurant, or even a taxi stand. Now you repeat, how long is the wait? I have a reservation. This is the formal way to tell someone you already booked a place. It shows you are organized and ready to check in. Use this when arriving at a hotel reception, a pre-booked restaurant, or a rental car office. Now you repeat, I have a reservation. Where can I catch a taxi? You are asking for the specific location of a taxi stop or a place where taxis usually wait for passengers. Say this when you leave a station, a shopping mall, or a restaurant and you don't want to walk. Now you repeat, where can I catch a taxi? Could you take a photo of us? This is a very polite and friendly way to ask a stranger to help you capture a memory. Most people are happy to help travelers. Use this when you are at a famous monument, a beautiful viewpoint, or a park with your friends. Now you repeat, could you take a photo of us? Is the breakfast included? You want to know if the morning meal is already part of the price you paid for the room or if you need to pay extra. Ask this at the hotel reception during check-in or when you go down to the dining area for the first time. Now you repeat, is the breakfast included? What time is checkout? You are asking for the specific time you need to leave your room and return the keys. This is very important to avoid extra charges. Use this on your last day at a hotel or even when you first arrive to plan your departure. Now you repeat, what time is checkout? It's my first time in this city. This is a lovely icebreaker. It tells people you are new and often makes them give you tips or recommendations. Say this while waiting in line, sitting at a hotel bar, or chatting with a shopkeeper. Now you repeat, it's my first time in this city. Great job. Now you have 9 useful sentences to use when you are exploring the world. Next, we will look at hobby and entertainment. Phrases to talk about what you love to do. Talking about hobbies is the best way to make deep connections. Whether you like sports, music, or reading, these phrases will help you describe your passions. Ready? Repeat after me. What do you do for fun? This is a direct and friendly question to learn about someone's interests. It's much better than just asking, "What are your hobbies?" Use this when you meet someone at a party, a casual gathering, or even during a lunch break at work. Now you repeat, "What do you do for fun?" I'm really into photography. The expression to be into something means you have a very strong interest or passion for it. It sounds very natural in English. Say this when someone asks about your interests or when you are showing someone your photos. Now you repeat, "I'm really into photography." Have you seen any good movies lately? This is a perfect way to start a conversation about cinema, Netflix, or even YouTube. It's a very safe and popular topic. Use this at the office during a coffee break or when you are hanging out with friends on the weekend. Now you repeat, "Have you seen any good movies lately?" I prefer staying in and reading. Staying in means staying at home instead of going out. This sentence shows that you enjoy quiet time and comfort. Use this when friends invite you to a loud party and you want to explain that you prefer a peaceful night. Now you repeat, "I prefer staying in and reading." I'm a big fan of live music. This shows you love the energy of concerts and watching bands perform in person. It's a very enthusiastic way to express your taste. Say this when you walk past a bar with a live band or when talking about your favorite festivals. Now you repeat, "I'm a big fan of live music." Do you play any instruments? You are asking if the person has the skill to play the guitar, piano, drums, or any other musical tool. This is a great follow-up question if someone mentions they love music. Now you repeat, "Do you play any instruments?" I've been practicing yoga lately. This means you started a new healthy habit recently and you are doing it regularly. It shows you care about your well being. Use this when the conversation is about health, fitness, or how you spend your mornings. Now you repeat, "I've been practicing yoga lately." I love trying new recipes. This shows you enjoy the art of cooking and experimenting with different flavors in the kitchen. Say this when someone mentions a delicious dish they had or when the topic is food. Now you repeat, "I love trying new recipes." That sounds like a great hobby. This is a positive reaction. It shows you are listening and that you find the other person's interest cool or interesting. Use this to keep the conversation flowing in a friendly and supportive way. Now you repeat, "That sounds like a great hobby." Excellent. You are becoming very good at sharing your interests. We just covered phrases about travel and hobbies are done. Now, prepare your appetite because next we are going to talk about food and dining. Food small talk happens everywhere, at restaurants or at a friend's house. These phrases help you order, give compliments, and talk about your preferences. Let's learn essential phrases for dining. Repeat after each one. Could we have a table for two? You are politely asking the staff for a place to sit. You can change two to any number of people in your group. Say this to the host or the waiter as soon as you enter a restaurant. Now you repeat, "Could we have a table for two?" Could I see the menu, please? You want to see the options and prices before you decide what to eat. It is the first step of a restaurant visit. Ask the waiter as soon as you sit down or at the entrance. Now you repeat, "Could I see the menu, please?" What do you recommend? You are asking for an opinion. This is great because the waiter usually knows what the best dish of the day is. Use this when you are looking at a long menu and you feel undecided. Now you repeat, "What do you recommend?" "I'll have the same as her." This is a very quick and natural way to order if you see that your friend's choice looks delicious. You can say this while pointing to your friend's menu or plate when the waiter asks for your order. Now you repeat, "I'll have the same as her." Is this dish very spicy? You are checking the heat of the food. Some people love pepper, others don't, so it's always good to ask this before you finalize your order if you are trying a new or exotic cuisine. Now you repeat, "Is this dish very spicy?" This tastes amazing. This is a high compliment. It shows you are really enjoying the flavors and the quality of the meal. Say this to the person who cooked the food or to your friends at the table to share your happiness. Now you repeat, "This tastes amazing. Could I have the bill, please?" This is the polite way to ask for the check so you can pay and leave. In British English, they often say the bill, and in American English, the check. Catch the waiter's eye at the end of the meal and say this clearly. Now you repeat, "Could I have the bill, please?" I'm allergic to nuts. This is a very important safety sentence. If you have a medical problem with certain foods, you must tell the staff. Always tell the waiter this before you order to make sure the kitchen is careful. Now you repeat, "I'm allergic to nuts." Do you have any vegetarian options? You are asking for dishes that do not contain meat or fish. Most modern restaurants have a special section for this. Use this when scanning the menu or when asking the waiter for suggestions. Now you repeat, "Do you have any vegetarian options?" That was a lovely meal. A very kind way to say goodbye and show appreciation for the service and the food. Say this to the waiter or the restaurant manager as you are walking towards the exit. Now you repeat, "That was a lovely meal." Perfect. Your English is growing every minute. Now let's get professional. We are going to look at work and career. Small talk at work is about building a friendly atmosphere. These phrases help you look professional, polite, and easy to work with. Repeat with a clear voice. How was your commute today? You are asking about the journey from home to the office. It's a classic morning conversation starter. Use this when you see a colleague arriving or while you are getting your first coffee. Now you repeat, "How was your commute today?" "I've been very busy with a new project." This is a helpful way to explain your current situation. It shows you are hardworking and focused. Use this when a colleague asks, "How are things going?" Now you repeat, "I've been very busy with the new project." Are you going to the company lunch? You are checking if the person will attend a social event organized by the workplace. It shows you are interested in their presence. Use this a few days before an event to see who else is going. Now you repeat, are you going to the company lunch? I love your workspace. A simple and kind compliment about how someone has organized or decorated their desk. It makes people feel good. Say this when you visit a colleague's office or desk for the first time. Now you repeat, I love your workspace. Do you have a minute to chat? This is a very polite way to ask for someone's time before you start talking. It shows you respect their focus. Use this before you enter a colleague's office or before starting a conversation with someone who looks busy. Now you repeat, do you have a minute to chat? The coffee machine is broken again. This is a classic shared problem. Everyone at work understands this frustration, so it's a great way to start a quick chat. Say this to anyone you meet in the kitchen or the break room. Now you repeat, the coffee machine is broken again. I'm looking forward to the weekend. This shows you are excited for your time off and rest. It's a very positive and common feeling. Use this on Thursday afternoons or any time on Friday to connect with your colleagues. Now you repeat, I'm looking forward to the weekend. Great presentation today. This is a professional compliment. It shows you are paying attention and that you support your colleague's success. Say this right after a meeting or when you see the person later in the hallway. Now you repeat, great presentation today. How long have you worked here? A standard question to learn about someone's history and experience within the company. Use this when meeting a new colleague or someone from a different department for the first time. Now you repeat, how long have you worked here? Let's follow up on this later. This is a professional way to end a conversation. It means you want to continue the talk at a more appropriate time. Use this when you need to go back to your tasks, but you want to show that the topic is still important. Now you repeat, let's follow up on this later. Well done. We finished talking about work. Now let's move to something very personal. The next topic is health and well-being. Talking about how you feel is essential. Whether you are at a pharmacy or talking to a friend, you need to be clear about your health. Listen carefully and repeat, I'm not feeling very well today. Use this to say you are sick or just off. It is a general way to express that your health is not perfect. You can say this to your boss if you need to go home or to a friend who asks how you are. Now you repeat, I'm not feeling very well today. I have a bit of a headache. A headache is a pain in your head. Adding a bit of makes it sound less serious. Just a small pain. Use this in the office or at home when you need a quiet moment or an aspirin. Now you repeat, I have a bit of a headache. Where is the nearest pharmacy? You are looking for a place to buy medicine. Nearest means the one that is closest to your location. You can ask this to a hotel receptionist or a person on the street when you are traveling. Now you repeat, where is the nearest pharmacy? I need to see a doctor. This is a direct way to say you need professional medical help. It is serious and clear. Use this in an emergency or when you feel that you need a checkup. Now you repeat, I need to see a doctor. I'm trying to drink more water. This describes a healthy habit you are working on. It's a very common topic in modern conversations. Say this when someone offers you a soda or when talking about your daily routine. Now you repeat, I'm trying to drink more water. I hope you feel better soon. This is a very kind and polite thing to say to someone who is sick. It shows you care about their recovery. Use this when a colleague says they are going home sick or when you visit an unwell friend. Now you repeat, I hope you feel better soon. I exercise 3 times a week. You are sharing your fitness routine. It's a great way to talk about your healthy lifestyle. Use this when the conversation is about hobbies, gym, or habits. Now you repeat, I exercise 3 times a week. Do I need a prescription for this? A prescription is the official paper from a doctor to buy certain medicines. Ask this to the pharmacist to know if you can buy the medicine freely or if you need the doctor's note. Now you repeat, do I need a prescription for this? Take care of yourself. A warm way to say goodbye to someone, especially if they are busy or stressed. It is very polite. Use this at the end of a conversation with a friend, family member, or colleague. Now you repeat, take care of yourself. Great work. Health is wealth, and now you can talk about it. We are past the middle of our list. Let's look at a very practical topic for your wallet, shopping and money. This block is about prices, payments, and finding items. These phrases will give you confidence to walk into any shop. Let's practice your shopping voice. Repeat after me. How much is this? The most important question in a shop. You are asking for the price of one specific item. Use this while pointing to an object or holding it in your hand to show the assistant. Now you repeat, how much is this? Can I try this on? You want to go to the fitting room to see if the clothes fit your body and look good. Ask this to a shop assistant while holding the clothes you like. Now you repeat, can I try this on? Do you accept credit cards? You are checking the payment methods. This is important to know before you reach the cashier. Use this in small shops, markets, or cafes to be sure you can pay. Now you repeat, do you accept credit cards? I'm just looking. Thank you. This is a very polite way to tell an assistant that you don't need help right now. You just want to explore the store. Say this when a salesperson walks up to you and asks, can I help you? Now you repeat, I'm just looking, thank you. Is there a discount on this? You are asking for a lower price. It's a great way to save money, especially during sales seasons. Use this if you see a small problem with the item or if you are buying many things. Now you repeat, is there a discount on this? I'll take it. This means I have decided to buy this item. It's the final step before paying. Say this to the shop assistant when you are ready to go to the cashier. Now you repeat, I'll take it. Where is the checkout? The checkout is the place where you pay for your items. In a big store, it can be hard to find. Use this in a large department store or supermarket when you are ready to leave. Now you repeat, where is the checkout? Could I have a receipt, please? A receipt is the paper that proves you paid. You need it if you want to return or exchange the item later. Ask this to the cashier immediately after you pay. Now you repeat, "Could I have a receipt, please?" Do you have this in a larger size? Use this if the item you found is too small. Larger means a size up, like medium to large. Ask the shop assistant if they have more stock in the back of the store. Now you repeat, "Do you have this in a larger size?" Excellent. Now your shopping trips will be much easier. 56 phrases done. You are doing amazing. Now let's go digital. The next topic is technology and social media. This category covers the internet and how we connect. You will learn to ask for help with devices and stay in touch online. Repeat clearly to master these modern words. What's the Wi-Fi password? The most famous question. You want to connect your device to the local internet network. Use this at a friend's house, a cafe, or a hotel reception. Now you repeat. What's the Wi-Fi password? My phone is almost dead. This is a casual way to say your battery is very low, maybe 1% or 2%. It is not literally dead. Use this when you need to find a charger or tell someone your phone might turn off soon. Now you repeat. My phone is almost dead. Can you send me the link? You want someone to share a specific website address or a video link with you. Say this during a conversation about an interesting article or video you found online. Now you repeat. Can you send me the link? I'll follow you on Instagram, a friendly and modern way to stay connected after meeting someone new. Use this at the end of a social event to keep in touch with new friends. Now you repeat. I'll follow you on Instagram. The internet is a bit slow here. You are making an observation about the connection speed. It's a common topic when things don't load. Use this when a video is stopping or when you are having trouble working online. Now you repeat. The internet is a bit slow here. Can we do a video call? You are suggesting a face-to-face conversation using an app like WhatsApp or Zoom. Ask this to friends or family when you want to see them while you talk. Now you repeat. Can we do a video call? I lost my password. You cannot remember the secret code to enter an app or a website. It happens to everyone. Say this to a friend if you need help or to a technician. Now you repeat. I lost my password. Tag me in that photo. Tagging means identifying someone in a social media post so it appears on their profile too. Say this after you take a group photo with friends and someone says they will post it. Now you repeat, tag me in that photo. I need to charge my laptop. You are looking for a power outlet because your computer is running out of energy. Use this in an office, a library, or a cafe when you are working. Now you repeat, I need to charge my laptop. Fantastic. You are now a tech-savvy English speaker. We are almost there. 65 phrases finished. For our final block, we will talk about daily life and routine. This topic covers your habits and chores. Talking about your routine helps you find things in common with everyone you meet. Final effort. Let's repeat these last sentences with energy. I usually wake up early. You are sharing your morning habit. Usually means it is your normal routine. Use this when talking about your schedule, your job, or your productivity. Now you repeat, I usually wake up early. I need to do some grocery shopping. This means you have to go to the supermarket to buy food and supplies for the house. Say this to your family or roommates when the fridge is empty and you need to go out. Now you repeat, I need to do some grocery shopping. What's for dinner tonight? A very common question in every home. You want to know what the menu will be. Ask this to your partner, your parents, or your friends when it is getting late. Now you repeat, what's for dinner tonight? I'm going to clean the house today. You are describing your plan. Chores are the small tasks we do to keep our home nice. Use this when someone asks what you are doing on your day off or your weekend. Now you repeat, I'm going to clean the house today. I have a long day ahead of me. This means you have many things to do. You expect to be very busy until the night. Say this in the morning when you have many meetings or tasks on your list. Now you repeat, I have a long day ahead of me. Where did I put my keys? A classic daily problem. You are looking for your house or car keys and you are a bit lost. Use this when you are in a rush to leave the house and you cannot find them. Now you repeat, where did I put my keys? It's time to go home. A simple and clear sentence to say you are finished with an activity and you are leaving. Use this at the office, at a party, or at a friend's house when you feel tired. Now you repeat, it's time to go home. I'm exhausted after work. Exhausted is a much stronger word for very tired. It shows you worked extremely hard today. Say this when you arrive home and finally sit on your sofa to rest. Now you repeat, I'm exhausted after work. Have a nice evening. A very polite and common way to say goodbye after 6:00 p.m. It is positive and friendly. Use this with colleagues, neighbors, or shopkeepers when you leave. Now you repeat, have a nice evening. I'll see you tomorrow. A friendly way to say goodbye to someone you will see again very soon. Use this with your coworkers at the end of the day or with your classmates. Now you repeat, I'll see you tomorrow. Fantastic. You have completed all 75 small talk phrases. You now have the tools to talk about travel, hobbies, food, work, health, shopping, technology, and your daily routine. Remember, small talk is about being friendly. Don't worry about being perfect. Just use these phrases, practice every day, and your English will become natural. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. This is Easy English Code, and I'm Ben. Bye for now.